General Museveni jawunyedda the GNB biri mu 3 guno gwe tuli omwezi ogw'omusanvu 2024 yewe okubirirwa wiiki ejja gamba wiiki ejja ku Lwokubiri General Museveni kati nno byatisiza abaana babiganye bagamba tulumba nalo.
I don't think now I think I need to go sooner private and we speak. Kubanga bino tujja kubanga omulabe tumuwaayo.
Yeah, there is that.
Tumuwaliwe, which we don't want. Naye ekintu kiri kyagambye nti we go for Anita Omongi. Kubanga when you demand something, if okay, it's okay. Anita Omongi, if we manage to dislodge her, Museveni can replace her with somebody. With somebody who is worse.
No, Demi.
Sooner, let me answer this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Sister Demi. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone welcome. We have a number of demands. I believe even you also you have demands yourself. We are taking one by one.
Okay.
We have a demand that unites us, as Brother Sun has explained to us. We needed to first unite together as Ugandans, regardless of our political beliefs, our political parties, tribes, and religions, what. All we want is our power. We want our Article number 1 in the Constitution is the people power. The power which we gave to our MPs to go and represent us in the parliament. And I think everyone here remember that the first bribe they gave them to shut them up was the 40 million. The 40 million. From the 40 million, no MP has ever come back to his or her normal conditions. So they have our power, and our power is corrupted. So we need to get our power back first, and then we bring in other demands. There are a number of demands. You're going to have so many demands, more than 1,000 reasons to stand up. But it's because we don't have the power. So we need to first get the power. Power, no. Amanyi gaffe gonna enguzi yeegatuddeko bweti.
Yeah.
Let me use Luganda to explain this.
Nze ekyo nkitegedde. Kati kyembadde mbuuza ring leader sooner.
Si ring leader.
We must have a ring leader.
Okay. No. The moment you identify me as a ring leader, then everything loses sense.
I have to ring you. Kubanga nze ekintu kyembadde mbagamba
fearless.
Walina okubeerawo ring leader eneni gundi ekyo mwagala temwagala kubanga
no era eddemi era kyetubaddeko naye sooka ogende mu maaso
kati ekintu kyembadde mbagamba kale kino is not a secret because it's there. Twetaaga pulaani ABCD. Lwaki mbagamba pulaani ABCD? Esooka is to overcome intimidation. Eddako is to overcome fear. But number 2, government has deployed in all roundabouts. But I'm telling you, they have deployed ku City Square. Ezozo na oba wetu abantu webasobola okweyiwa. Nze just no secret. And mu kibuga these gundi important buildings. Zona zibadde ne parking space. Zona kati bataddewo no parking. Ezimu government buildings bataddewo tire inflators. Kati ekyo suuna njagala okirowoozeeko nnyo naye ng'ate ffe abantu we can use alleyways. Nalabye baleese ne water cannon empya.
That's all they know how to do. They only know how to do that.
Yeah. Nandinze, I'm just highlighting gundi ebiri maaso naye saagala kubyogerako nekye ngamba nti omanyi bakugamba nti ekijja omanyi kinyaga bitono. When you know what is ahead of you, now you plan more in these 24 hours. Obutonotono obwo ne bano bonna boogamba nti bali ku side yaffe ofona opondo, they are going to change. This sort of file aleeta sound bites n'ayogera ye Minister of Internal Affairs yali badde atugamba. Don't forget Anita Omongi yatugamba nti she welcomes all demonstrators, but is that going to be true? Twetaaga monkey tricks like a Segirinya used to employ. Oba weesiba ku muti waggulu, oba weesiba wa monkey tricks. Naye don't forget flags za Uganda because partless kiba kitegeeza tuli ku national issue. Ddala bakubira mu flag n'omutambuza jagamba mukuba waaki munna Uganda.
Okay. Thank you, Comrade Temi.
Muogana anything affiliated to any political party. Kubanga ate n'ekirala tuba tunyiiza naye bannaffe abalala.
Exactly. Okay. Comrade Temi, I wanted to bring in Comrade Temi.
Bino ebituluma is about Uganda. Naye tubeerenga Sister Tina bwe yagambye. Fearless. Ekirala nze manyi diaspora will come on board. And the diaspora there will be support. Kubanga the support will be needed to sustain ebyetaagisa ne welfare, mmere, injuries, kati ng'ebyo first aid, communication. Sooner I see your face, I think kano kankogere ne wano. Kansuubire nti olinayo layini z'e Kenya.
Anzina.
Layini z'e Rwanda, layini z'e
Kairo. Rwanda sagala terina makulu eyo bafunye. Eze Kenya nzina.
Anti oyisaawo, kansuubire nti ozirina ezo.
Eze Kenya nzina.
Ezo zonna tuzeetaaga kubanga ezo tebajja zisalako ne bwe banaaba baagala bati.
Comrade Demi, I want to bring in Comrade Maria. She had her hand up for the last half an hour. Let me bring her in. See what she has to say. And then we also have Comrade Joe, Comrade Mimi. We've also got Dr.
No. Let me enjoy.
And then I'll yield the mic back to you. Is that okay?
No, let me enjoy them. Thank you
Democracy.
So much.
Okay.
Thank you, Demi. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay,
Comrade Maria Nanyonjo, please unmute and speak to us.
That's my name. I'm living here in Kenya. I like to use my mother language.
Uganda.
Yes, I'm a Ugandan, but I'm living here in Kenya. Now, njagala okwogera ku bino bye twogerako ensonga zonna ze tuleeta wano kweno board nkulu nnyo ate ziyamba ffe bannayuganda ng'abantu ku lw'ensi yaffe. Njagadde okujja wano njogereko kweno ensonga nayo tugisalira amagezi. Bannakenya chapter wonna we muli bwe muba nga mumpulira nga mundaba gye muli eyo. Njagala muwulirize eno ensonga tulabe tusala tutya amagezi. Simanyi oba ndi muted? Am I there?
Yes.
Okay. Bonna bannakenya chapter we bali bwe baba bampulira ku mukutu guno olwaleero baveeyo tusale amagezi. Tugenda kulwana tutya kubanga ntera nnyo okubeera ku layini nga mbagamba nti bannange ebigambo ebingi nga tuli awo twogerera ku layini tebiyinza kutuyamba at all. Kubanga ensonga enkulu esooka wano e Kenya bwe tuba tugenda okubaako kye tukola like nga bannaffe bannadiaspora bagenda okwekalakaasa. Ebiseera ebisinga ffe bwe tuvaayo kubanga ennaku n'omwezi tuba tuzimanyi mwe tulina okwekalakaasiza nga bannadiaspora. But bwe tugenda okuvaayo poliisi n'esaba ebbaluwa muleete ebbaluwa gye mwagenza okukola ki okulipootinga n'okusaba okwekalakaasa kwammwe era nga musobola okuyisaawo. Baluwa oluusi oba tuzifunye oba tetuzifunye ne ebiseera ebisinga tetwekalakasa nti tulina baluwa. Tetukkirizibwa. Wano tetukkirizibwa era ebiseera ebisinga obungi we tukuba enkuŋŋaana zonna poliisi eziyingiramu. Okitegeera. Poliisi eziyingiramu ebiseera bingi nnyo nti abantu baffe bafunye okutya kungi nga bamanyi nti omusajja yatuteekamu fiya na wano wennyini we tuli amagye g'e Uganda gajja wano ne gakola ebiba bigatumiddwa okukola Communicating ne police ne batulemesa ffe okubeera nga tulina message yaffe gye tulina okuyisaawo etuuke eri Museveni nakyemalira. Bannaffe ne baleetebwa okutya ne tutabeera bumu. Ate nga bwe tunaaba tetuli bumu mu kino kye tulimu olwaleero mu byenkyukakyuka, sirowooza nti tulina kye tulina okutuukako. Oyinza okwesanga nga waliyo meeting somewhere somehow, naye ng'abantu abamu tebamanyi. Tetulina communication enough. You get? Tetulina communication at all. Nze nsuubira okubeera nti wano we tuli ng'olwaleero bannakenya chapter, simanyi oba tuliko bameka ku mukutu, I don't know. Naye nga twandibadde kwe tuli abawera ne tusala amagezi, tukoze tutya okwasaganyiza wamu ne bannaffe bannadiaspora, kubanga nze ntera nnyo okulaba abantu ba UK luddawa bavaayo okwekalakasa mu America ludda, they are allowed. Baba ne police South Africa, baba ne police okubawerekera ku demonstration gye baba bagendako, era ne batuusa message yaabwe bulungi n'eyitawo n'etuuka ku nakyemalira Museveni. Naye ffe eyaffe buli lwe tugezaako ne tugamba nti tugende wano tubeera blocked. Oba batusanze mu hoteli nga tutudde meeting baziyimiririzaawo, oba batusanga wano lala bankwatirako ku kitundu ekimu wano e Nairobi bakiyita Jevanji, oba tugiyite nga State Square nga bwe yandibadde State Square eyewaffe, era twali tugenze kwekalakaasa olw'entebe yaffe yatubbibwako. Ne bankwata naye nze nadduka, twadduka kale olw'ensonga nti ffe tetulina rights of speech. Twandibadde tubeera ne rights, omuntu n'ovaayo n'oyogera n'ogamba nti nze kino embeera bweti ne bweti yendese ku street okubeera nga neekalakaasa olw'eddembe lyange. Naye ffe kitwewuunyisa nnyo nti freedom of speech. Okitegedde nti singa bamanya kyonna ekigenda mu maaso, ate oba batugamba n'otugamba nti baleetu zaffe bwe tuzambala ne bakusanga ng'ogyambadde bakukwata. Okitegeera kati eyo fiya gye baatuteekamu, nze we njagalira okukowoola bannange, ndi assistant of mobilizer, nkowoole bannakenya chapter, tuyimirire tuveeyo tusalire ekintu kino amagezi. Tukikoze tutya? Kubanga tetugenda kulemererwa kwogera ku lwa nsi yaffe, ate tetugenda kulemerera kulwanirira ddembe lyaffe na kutuuka ku kye twagala. Ekyokubiri, nembuuza juzi ne mbagamba twali wano ku Kenya chapter group, ne mbagamba nti okuteesa tuteesa. Naye nzijukira nti president one day yateesaako n'agamba nti ngenda kufuuwa effirimbi. Bwe naafuuwa ffirimbi tugenda kulwanirira ntebe yaffe, eddembe lyaffe, tutambule nga tudda ku State Square. Ekyamazima omusajja bwe yafuuwa ffirimbi, abantu abavaayo embeera eyaliwo mwagiraba, baali batono ddala. Kyenva nkowoola bannange bonna abali mu diaspora nga singa waba waliwo ekibaddewo, kubanga sijja kugamba nti bonna bajja kusobola okutambula okudda e Uganda, okusobola okugyako omusajja nakyemalira. Eno gye twogerera tuli wala nnyo, nti singa omukulembeze atuuka ku makya n'agamba nti kati tugenda kukola kino, ffenna twesitula abasobola tukwate kubo tutambule tudde e Uganda, tweyunge ku bannaffe. Naye ffe bwe twogerera eno, bannaffe abali e Uganda balimu akatengo, abali eno bagamba nze njogerera eno anti akatengo, n'omusanga omuntu ng'akankana nga n'okufulumya ekigambo mu kamwa tasobola. Ne neebuuza ne ngamba nti abafu omusajja gwe twagala okujja mu ntebe bwe tuti bwe tugenda okumuggyako. Nabagambye wano jjo nabadde mu gurupu y'abana Abannakenya nga beekalakaasa, ne mbagamba mulaba abasajja bano engeri gye batulaze omutima. Sirowooza kukeera ku makya ne tubeera millions nga 3 nga tuli e Uganda tumakinga, omusajja oyo najjayo emundu n'azitunyuzaamu n'atukuba n'atumalawo. It can't be. Agenda kufuga ki? Ensi agenda gibeeramu naani? Oba miliyoni 4. Ne tweteesa ne tugamba nti olutalo tugenda lulwana tutya. First of all, omusajja yatuggyako ensiko, yatuggyako ebibira. Tetukyayina we tusobola kuyimirira ne tugamba nti wano tugenda kulwanirawo olutalo. Olutalo lwe tulwana lwa mu bantu. Oba muntegeera bulungi sisters and brothers? Okitegeera. Tulwana olutalo lwa bantu, tululwanirira mu bantu, nti buli wamu yatuzaawo kamera. Nga sister wange oyo bw'ayogedde juzi nabadde Uganda, nga nezo flyover waggulu kuliko ba snipers. Okitegedde. Buli wamu wonna ya deployinga wa abasirikale. Kati mu mbeera eyo tulina okulwanira okulaba nga tuzembe eddembe lyaffe, tulina okuba nga omuntu osobola okuyimirira n'oyogera. Nze ndi munnayuganda wano e Kenya naye nsobola okera ku makya ne njogera ku pulezidenti wa wano.
As you wind up,
Yes?
Vumba, please. As you wind up, Wumba, yes. Wumba,
Okay.
is that the right word?
So kati kyekyo kampumbewumbe ne bannange bakozesa omukisa guno kyembadde njagala bannakenya chapter baba nga bali wano nga bampulira tubeeko bwe twesinkana nga tupasinga messages ku bannaffe tukole meeting tusobole okuba nga tuteesa tuggyemu ekyamakulu okusinga lwe banaagenda nga ne bayita meeting chairman Ben atera nnyo okuyita meeting n'atula omukisa guno omukisa
Gulirumpa yesigigoba.
Omadi ways.
Wangi.
Oh, okay. Okay. Is there anyone who has a question? Because at least maybe in 15 minutes since
yeah, so like we're coming to a close in about 15 minutes. I wanted to bring in Comrade Joe. I don't know if Comrade Joe you're available. No? Okay.
Mimi
so I'm gonna
yeah.
Go on.
Mimi has her hand up.
Yes. So I'm gonna bring in Comrade Mimi then next.
And Comrade Madways has got to speak to us further on the protest as well after.
Sooner, there is no Tewali or Bichi, I think Tewali or any questions. So please, if you can stay, it will be great. If you got to go, please, it's also okay.
I had a question for Mr. Suna.
Yes, go on.
I really commend you guys for such putting together this, which is good. Naye nina akantu kenjagala pointing out that you mentioned. I know we need, and you guys are doing great that now you're bringing us Ugandans back. Okutegeera nti no tulwanirira twerwanirira ffe nga bannayuganda si bibiina bye bitulwanirira. We need a bibiina. Yes, we need those because by law, in parliament, you have to have a party that you cannot take away. Whether we succeed in getting the power back, parties have to be there to get into parliament. Katine chidala chembagala konti. Making it partless, making it fearless, making it tribeless, to dividing, and that is what the junta has used to divide us. However, when you're putting out this, don't really focus on Nup or focus on people power, because people power is really Ugandans, all Ugandans. It's not about Rakubanti connotation ya people power twaji fula. It was all Ugandans. Naye bwetuna mainly focus kubanga kakati right now buli omu ali tasteful of things ebikwatagana n'enno. But those are also Ugandans. Tulina okijjukira. Nze ndowooza you have to just bring it general. Don't say only no, don't say only FDC, don't say. Just say all parties are not allowed, any colors, any what, but no, do not bring your focus on being noop. Kubanga techo chileta test embi ku bantu abali attached to noop. That is my thing, but I love the concept. Tulina okweddiza abannayuganda, tulina okitegeera nti munnayuganda weerwanirira, olwanirira ensi yo Uganda, n'ekyokusatu constitution, kubanga constitution yekuwa amaanyi. Constitution weewawo erimu mugundi y'abano ba NRM, but we need to get that constitution back to us. Kubanga that is the only power that will the enforceable power that will make us okuba nti amaanyi ago ge tulwanidde gatuukirira. That is one.
Sister Mimi, I think Suna wanted, Comrade Suna wants to interject. Comrade Suna, do come in.
I think when I said that we didn't want political parties' involvement, because the truth is that NUP is the leading political party in Uganda. And so when you organize something against the status quo, you always get many NUP participants. That's why I wasn't against NUP, but I was saying that you find like in almost every space, you'll find abantu abasukulumya NUP. You get? So it's a kind of a strategy that we laid. Netugamba, okay, guys, you know what? Don't bring your political party. Don't bring your party slogans. Don't bring your party colors. What you do, come here, speak about Uganda as Uganda. Let someone resonate with your concern as a Ugandan. Like I said, you can see on the timeline that so many people across political divides, they post this. Our spaces have been hosted by a good girl who is a very known NUP activist. You know, good girl. So yeah, yes. So there's nothing against NUP, but we are saying NUP is the leading political party in Uganda. So whenever you organize something that is against the status quo or anyone, you will find that NUP members will be more. But then we needed to make it open and comfortable for every person, from auntie, from FDC, March Parliament. Yeah, that is it. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. The Madways and the group, they are the guys that are designing that content from day one. And you guys, I appreciate them. So I was concluding that in this context, it makes it comfortable for a non-NUP person, a non-FDC person, a non-anti person to hear a message of Uganda. That's why I interest you guys to come and listen to one of those spaces. You will find that the message is similar. We already moved now. Like, we moved from that kind of the old perspective. Now, when you come in the space, same message. Why? Because Ugandans now have embraced the kind of Ugandanhood, and that's what we wanted to start with. When we reach there, I'm telling you, political parties political parties always have their space. No one will ever take away the political party. They always have their space. But then, as a country must rise so that the political parties can also have their own freedom. Right now, even NUP doesn't have. Like I saw, Chagulanyi was stopped from making a conference in Bundibujo, even in Isingiro. Like literally, there's no one who has power in Uganda. We must claim power as Ugandans. That's why today, people from business, political, legal fraternity, everyone religious, everyone is saying no. Police must leave people to protest is our right. Haven't you guys been seeing this on social media today?
Comrade Soon, I have a question.
Yes,
maybe Bana Uganda batia power, like, or they don't know what to do with it. Maybe this is church sins or like we're scared of power, right? We don't know what to do with it once we receive it. Is there anything you could tell us?
Maybe that. Maybe tetwegeragera nyanga nti chiriba kitanga tukunywa obuyinza, you know.
Yeah. That's yeah, we can't see that. We can't imagine it, you know.
Exactly. So, I'm reading in the comment section. People are buying this idea, and this is the idea that we started from saying, twagamba okay, tusoke to establishing ngaba na Uganda first. When we establish that as Uganda, I'm telling you, Ugandans are going to join us. And netugamba tetuina sente, the space crashed. Okay. Netugamba tetuina sente, and this is which catchword, which campaign right now is all joining Uganda. It's not Museveni must go, no way. Corruption is the one that is felt a whole country. Ntinebo bango okomya mu Uganda ebinyo biferinga. Omuntu ali capture taina malwaliro. It is because someone just stole 1 billion. Engudombi, it is corruption. Amasomero mafu, it is corruption. But right now, we have a trending corruption scandal over Speaker Anita Among. We can use that to forcing that one as our entry point to get back the power. Normally, there is a lawyer that tells us in our spaces that sooner this campaign, the second thing is going to help us as a country is to test our constitution. and we understand that the state has power and say ina majenga dembo yagambye but deploying amaje, but there will never be a day when they are not going to deploy those soldiers and the tanks, but the soldiers don't shoot people. Nope. Sorry, I was reading someone's comment, which is I didn't understand. But the tanks tezigenda kushooting abantu. Tanks is shooting up bayekera. Basileta ku intimidating abantu so that we don't make any step. Baleta bitanka ku luguudo basobole okutiisa gwe okuva mu nnyumba nti bamanyi nti the day you will get out of your house like this kajja kuba kaweddemu. The day you will get out of your house n'ogamba nti ngenda ku luguudo bajja ku losing power. That's why there is a slogan that when we lose our fear, they lose their power.
They lose their power. Thank you. Thank you so much indeed, Comrade Suna. Yes, we are drawing to a close in a few minutes, but before we do, Comrade Joe will listen to you, Comrade James, and then we'll go to Madways and then Comrade Ismail. Yes, Comrade Joe, please do step in. Thank you.
Thank you, comrades. Thank you, doctors. Thank you, Ismail. Thank you, Midways. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you're listening in from. Yes, I joined a bit late, so I don't know what has been said and what hasn't been said. However, I will just, I think, comment or rather re-echo what was said about the heavy deployment in Kampala. That was expected. It was predicted, and it has happened. I think our counter move is to mobilize across the country, and we are working on that. And that is the only way we're going to be able to deflect the deployment. We expect the forces to act in a very heavy-handed way. So the only way we can counter that is if we can mobilize across Uganda. So we're talking about Arua, we're talking about Gulu, Lira, Karamoja, Mbale, Jinja, Busia. That is the only way. Of course, the West also has to be mobilized. We have a few days, but I believe that each one of us has capacity to reach out and mobilize as much as we can. That is the only way we shall be able to spread the goons thin. And that way, people in Kampala will be able to, one, to demonstrate, to assemble, to protest, and to reclaim their space and their rights. Secondly, we in the diaspora, what more can we do? Learning from what happened in Kenya, if we have capacity, if we have latitude, we could move to the embassies and actually demonstrate there, even occupy them if it's possible. That is one way we are going to amplify this action. And furthermore, I think time is coming when we shall be called upon to help. People have been mobilized across Uganda, and I know time is coming when they are going to need, they're really going to need help. So, but I think we in the diaspora have capacity to do that. Going forward, ladies and gentlemen, let's call upon our people, beginning with your family, your neighborhoods, your community. Let's call upon them to come out. What they are doing, they're exercising their constitutional right to assemble and to protest. Much as the police is dilly-dallying, we didn't expect that. This is a dictatorship. We know the regime is in panic. Museveni is going to address tonight. I think he's going to address something along the lines of wealth creation, but it has come too little, too late. I think people are very angry, and people have responded very positively. And believe you me, I think we are going to have the numbers. So if we can achieve a critical mass, that will be our insurance. But beyond that, we need to mobilize also across Uganda. That is the only way we're going to deal to deflect the heavy mobilization in Kampala. So please, thank you very much. And I yield the mic. Thank you.
Much, comrade. Comrade Demi, totwadde ku ffene. Bloody hell. The mic to Comrade James William Mugenyi.
Well, I just wanted to explain a few small things. I think there was a Ugandan from Kenya, and I want to tell her that there's freedom for them to express themselves on the internet. That's why the Kenyans are using the internet. So fearless, go to the internet, because I contribute to the Kenyan space every day, 24/7. And then I wanted to explain the difference between a revolution and an insurrection. It's a matter of English. The protest is an insurrection. NUP is a revolution. NUP takes a state form. A revolution disagrees with the state. An insurrection disagrees with all. And an insurrection creates room for parties to come and participate eventually. An insurrection talks to churches, talks to everyone. Rise up. And then I wanted to talk about what we call notification. This thing has been confused by everyone. A notification is what we have already done here. The moment DOCA says, James, the space has begun, that's a notification. You don't need a letter from police. The moment we went to space and the police discovered that people are organizing, there was a notification. If a lawyer, that's why we need the lawyers. The lawyers can argue for you. That's why you remember there was a Ugandan lawyer who was talking about Facebook. Yes, because that's a notification. So everything legal has already been done by people who organized the protest or the insurrection. That's why all of us are participating. So the police is notified. So those legal jargons, we need the lawyers in. And then when it comes to calling on other people to support, I think this is being done enough. The medics have been told. Our lawyers have seen today, the law society has responded. So there's going to be several contributions from every other person. And that's why an insurrection is individualistic.
Come off. You hear me now?
Yes.
How are you, Isma, and everyone else? Miss Dorcas? Salute to everyone, Miss Dorcas. I can't start with that. Thank you, Isma.
Salute you, brother.
Miss Tina, Doc. I hear you, Doc, wherever you're hiding, Joe. I want to start by saying, me personally, welcome Mr. President back from the West and the whole squad, his whole lot generals and foot soldiers. We salute you guys for laying your life down for what you do, for sure. Personally, I'd like to give a shout out to Kama Jameson, the young talent that I wrote a song for the president and I performed for him. I'm very proud of you and I salute you. That's my personal artist under Shine Management. Ms. Dorcas, I want to start also by thanking, congratulating our president's online media president, His Excellence Swabra and Bobby Giant, our newlyweds, who actually have a party today at somewhere in Kampala. Of course, I don't know the city like that, but I wanted to give a straight shout out. And the Metro, and of course, Queen to be. I want to welcome back our foot soldier Hussein, and of course the general himself, Masaba Austin, from the hell cage they came from, and we still demand for General Olivia, Machete, Sanya, and the rest of the innocent youth that Chizepa that foreign has in his cages in military courts. I wanted to make sure before I forget, we're only here for one reason only. July 23rd, 2024, there is no more announcements. Tugya Mavat Thief, I call her faker speaker because she's not a speaker. She's just Museveni's stooge, sitting there stealing all the money now, using Mr. Vitanu to steal all the money and then throw the frames that our young lawyer, talented leader of opposition, Honorable Joel Senyonyi. Of course, we stand with you, and we know those are just claims that have no legs to stand on. Before I finish, matter of fact, I wanted to also Kunga people, before Kunga again for our march to the parliament. I wanted on August 8th, August 8th through the 12th, we have a conference in Chicago. This is the home of the first Black president of the United States, Mr. President Obama, Barack. That's where we're going to be at this year. And of course, the guest of honor is the elected President of the Republic of Uganda, Mr. Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, aka Bobby Wine. We welcome everyone. There is a discount on the hotels of $1.79 from 3:30. Rooms were rent out, but if you reach out to Dr. Kauma and the VP or Marvin, you can actually get they can actually get you some extra rooms that they booked up on the side for members that are not came by. Now I want to go back to Kunga, our people to the match at the parliament. Remember, this woman has stolen Mavati, and it's not a claim. She told us she stole these iron sheets from Karamoja. If you go back into more details, she has been stealing money back and forth that we now finding out from the back stretch. So that's why I'm going with this campaign where we're not attacking. I think Suna said it earlier, you only got two hands, so you can only use your two hands first. So step by step, that's why in the diaspora, people always ask, why do we have sanctions on small people? They call them small people, but I don't think small people when you take a general down and got sanctions where they cannot travel out of the country. So we want to start by, because if you eliminate this Mavati thief, I don't like using their names because you give them respect and I don't give them respect. If you cut her off, then someone said that she'll get another one. He'll get another one, which is okay. We'll take that one too. But by the time we get there, we would already cut up all the branches that he has. And the one thing I want to remind all Ugandans, remember, the dictator and his drunken son are already they already have over 200 cases in the world courts. Since the Ugandan courts can't work, we all know the justice in Uganda, Winnie Doty, is in his pocket. So it's not like you can go to him. All our foot soldiers that are in prison for no crimes at all, he still won't say anything. But you'll find him commenting about the Kabaka's kingdom. So that's why we put him in ICC. And the people that are afraid of being gunned down, again, they're drunkard on power, so they might try. But remember, the reason why the president's back on the tour again, the country tour, is because they're trying their luck themselves, but they don't work, and that's why they allowed the president to go back on their tour, because the whole world is watching them now. He can scare people, the only one threaten him, but at the end of the day, he knows that he cannot do more than what he's doing. So yes, he can parade all those military trucks that are probably empty. You see when fire breaks out in these schools, fire trucks show up with no water. So eventually he don't have enough tear gas for over 2,000 Ugandans on the streets. We must get there somehow, somewhere. At the end of the day, remember, I think Miss Tina said it earlier, once we lose our fear, the freedom is a walk in the park. I added in my own self. Once we lose our fear, then we gain everything else we want. That's why I love this campaign. It's let's get our powers first. Everything else is easy. We could talk about what MPs now taking money, what Masaka Morans are playing games on the other side that they want to come up with their parties. But once we have the power.
Thank you, comrade.
I'd like to thank you, Isaac. Thank you. And everyone else on the call.
Thank you very much, comrade. Comrade Dorcas.
Yes, thank you. I think Comrade Madways is coming in to drum up and close and also call on the young people, and then we can close. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. Yes,
Comrade Madways is unmute and speak to us. Can't find him in a group.
Okay, yeah, I think he's gone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, for that. And with that, we have come to a close. We thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you are all empowered. You know about the protest, 23rd March. That's just 2-3 days away. How many days? 2 days. Today is the 20th, guys.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday.
So it's on Tuesday, yeah.
Yes, on Tuesday, guys, I suggest you start moving Monday night. It would be nice if people had even started filling up the streets even as we speak, because that's really what is going to make us to take action. We have to be a serious bunch. Thank you so much, Comrade Ismail, and thank you so much, Sister Demi, Elvis, James, Everest, each and everyone for having been on the space. Comrade Suna, I know there's so many Twitter spaces, so perhaps they've all gone back to the spaces. So let's close. Let's close and we call it a day. We speak again next Saturday. For this reason, we've not been holding Twitter spaces because there's been so many Twitter spaces every day. So Monday and Wednesday spaces have been on a hold till further notice. Yes, let's unmute everybody, and comrades, let's do the power call and we close.
Please make sure that you join the Twitter spaces. Everybody, once you leave here, please join. When I'm joining Twitter spaces, there's gonna be a lot of information that's gonna be shared on how to stay safe, things to do, and also look after one another, right? Chinechintu tuchirimu fena, right? Because chitulia fena right now as we speak. So please look after one another. It does not hurt you okuweerezaayo akashiringa katono ogulira abantu amazzi oba okubawa knowledge engeri gye bagenda surviving this oba to get through this, right? Tekikugjaako kintu kyonna kyonna. So please do what you can, right? And please stay safe. Okay? Comrades, please unmute and then together national anthem. Are we doing the national anthem?
Yes, Ngule,
okay.
in English,
Ngule, yes.
Or the power call, anything that you guys fancy. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Comrade Modi can lead us into that.
Please, everybody unmute.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Yes, I'm here. And thanks, Comrade Ismail. And viva today, March to Parliament on the 23rd. Right. We're going to do that when the struggle is over. First, and then we do the Luganda version. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. When the struggle is over, we shall wear the victor's crown. We shall wear the victor's crown. We shall wear the victor's crown. When the struggle is over, we shall wear the victor's crown in the new Ugandan version.
I don't think everybody's unmuted, though.
Tuyambale, we carry on, they join us. Tuyambale, when the struggle is so, I'm changing it. Tuyambale, people power.
Our power.
And our power.
People power.
People
President
power.
Robert Kyagulanyi is our
president.
Thanks very much, everyone.
Thank you very much. Please don't forget Article 1 gives you the right to be on the street, to march peacefully.
Thank you. All go to the stage. Thank you so much.
Byebyo ebiriwo ffenna omulimu gwaffe gwakola nga tutereeza eggwanga laffe tutereeza ensi yaffe nga tulaba nti byonna ebikyamu ebiremeseza ensi yaffe okugenda mu maaso tubijjawo tubimalawo tukola nga Uganda yaffe egendera ddala maaso tukola nga ensi yaffe wamma gwe kulaakulana omulimu gwaffe tukole buli ekitusaanidde okukola buvunaanyizibwa bwo nange ensi yaffe okugitereeza twalina gitutereereza okujjako ffe tulina okwekolera omulimu guno mbaagala nnyo mwenna abaliko Mukama Katonda asaba nkuumire tujja kuba tuddamu